Hello, it's Marina from the Butterfly Effect, and this is a reading for Cancer for the week beginning the 27th of July. It's a Lenormand reading, and it is broken into money, work and love, albeit it does sort of paint an entire picture, which I'm trying to avoid, but I'll come on to the end. So in terms of money, I actually see this week for you, Cancer, that you might be attending some sort of gathering. I'm not seeing like money coming in or specifically money going out. I think you're looking at ways of maybe improving your finances, and it may involve some sort of event, like a meeting. It could be a social gathering, maybe a seminar. There is some sort of study and research going on here. It does feel health related, maybe your own health, or maybe that's just the field that you're in. Because what we're researching here is the clouds, and that's a confused mind, having doubts, being unsure. Maybe you're unsure about whether this is a route that you should be taking this week. But there does, and the thing about the fish card and the garden card together, even though that's a chosen significator, that can relate to casinos. It is the financial world in the main, so that may be something that you're taking up some sort of study on, or you're just attending that kind of group. This has come up with the Page of Swords. So Page of Swords is obviously a student of some kind. It can be, I am seeing a lot of debates and arguments coming up this week. I don't know if it's specifically related to this, but if there is a family gathering with the tree in the garden here, I can see things getting a little bit heated here, to be perfectly honest, but I am trying to keep it just on the money front, and there is something that you're doing here. Now, I would suggest that you make sure you know exactly where you're going, Cancer. I have got the labyrinth in the middle here, and the clouds, and the Two of Pentacles, and this is the kind of not knowing whether to go or whether to not go, but it's also about getting lost in the labyrinth, you know. Trying to set up your navigation system whilst in transit. It just seems a little erratic. But whatever this social engagement interaction is, it has something to do about improving one's health, looking for answers and solutions to maybe a health matter. Now, I would say for some of you, this could actually be marriage counselling. Someone is looking for guidance here, whether it's not just in the finance front, it is kind of across the board. That's like the big message that's coming out here. Someone is looking for guidance and looking for you know, a guru or an elder, or just someone who has more knowledge with regards to their issue to follow. And I am getting a bit of a warning on that, because I have got my sea beacon fairy here, who is about guidance, but where will it lead you? And this is specifically to do with marriage, 3-3. I am actually getting here that the man in this Cancer reading on the love front may have a sex addiction, may have there's some sort of overindulgence here. It's either to do with temper issues, but it's mainly to do with sex, I do think, and that is something that is diminishing someone's health here, whether it be the man or the Queen of Pentacles is right centre on the work front. But yeah, someone is taking some sort of action towards improving their health, addressing an issue that does seem to involve, I mean, it can be some sort of exposure here, I would say that. And that's troubling someone, because there's got a wee bit of a vibe of a kind of investigation going on here. Page of Swords. The dog and the man together can be like a lawyer, a policeman, and a detective. It can be actually a police investigation into some sort of behaviour, yeah, maybe even corruption on the work front. That's specifically work related. I know this is a wee bit all over the place, but I do want to keep it really specific, but when I see a big story like that, it's almost impossible to avoid it. But this is where this guidance is coming in, and the sea baking fairy is there's a kind of warning here. It's whether you're actually getting good advice or you're getting bad advice, and there is a real question mark over that. Someone may be so desperate to get a situation or an issue resolved that they're maybe not doing the research that they should be before they you know, invest their money in this particular person. I mean, this could be any sort of therapist, guidance, counselor, whoever you're spending. It is costing money. There is money involved here. So someone is parting with cash to help them solve a problem, and there is a question mark as to which guidance they're following, whether the beacon of light that has been, you know, put out there is going to lead them to safety or crash them on the rocks. So it almost feels like somebody could make a situation even worse than it is here by being so desperate to get something resolved that they maybe rush into it and spend money. It may be like some sort of retreat that someone is going on, a garden retreat. It's a lot of outside activity here. Okay, on the work front, I've got the mice, the crossroads, and the whip. This is a huge issue. This is a loss on the work front or of someone's stability. So there's some sort of reduction, maybe in hours, maybe in, you know, the actual loss of a job. I mean, it's got the judgment card on it, which is pretty massive, and the bad health card. The bad health card does relate to sex as well, especially with the quit being here. And the decision that is being made about or by is the Queen of Pentacles. So maybe an earth sign here. But with it being work, that would usually be the boss, because there's a real issue here, and it does seem to relate to this man. The whip is about aggression. It's about repeated sexual activity, repeated offences, if you like. It's just it may even be like a public order of offence. I don't know what I'm getting at. But if this is relating to this man and he is employed and the Queen of Pentacles is the boss, then I can see that this is not going to end well. There is at the very least some sort of diminished growth on the work front, and a lot of worry, a lot of disputes, and as I say, it may even involve a police investigation into something at work. On the love front, we've got the compass, the dog, and the man. Now, the dog and the man can be like a loyal friend, a trusted partner, and he's come up with the guide, which is interesting now that I've got the guidance fairy, but where will it lead you? This is a man who lacks confidence with the squirrel spirit in reverse. Believe in yourself. This may be what he's looking for help with. As I say, I really do get a like marriage counselling type thing going on here. I don't know. The Queen of Pentacles is making a decision whether to even bother with it, to be frank. So there's a message of concern. He's come through as a guide. So he's either looking for guidance or he is the actual guide to whoever this reading is for. But there's real concern about this this friend. So this could just be like a friendship. It doesn't need to be a romantic relationship, because this person, this man here, is really frazzled. Really, really aggravated. There's a lot of conflict around him or involving him. And this friend, this could be a separate person, and if this friend is pretty selfish. This friend has a very fixed viewpoint. I don't know why I sort of get the feeling that this could be like I don't know why I'm getting that this friend could betray this man or vice versa. and maybe make something public about him, and that's what's causing all the worry. Sorry, that's a nasty noise. Show me what this, the connection between the dog and the man. Bear in mind it could be the same person. What's the connection between the dog and the man? Yeah, it's the Five of Pentacles. So they're not on good terms with one another. I mean, this could be a same-sex reading. Bear that in mind. And now I've got my mermaid and the turtle. The elder will teach you. So this is again looking for guidance from an elder, but there's something off here because I've got journey, false person, and occupation. So something to do with what goes on in, you know, commuting or traveling, and someone is being fake. And there's mistrust here, and it's basically an all-round deterioration of the situation. This man is frazzled. He's getting a message of concern. He doesn't know whether to trust his intellect or with the bobcat spirit, life is a mystery. This is someone who is just super confused about the situation, is looking for answers, but he's so desperate for answers he might be taking the advice from the wrong place. And there is a separation or a lack of connection with this friend, and at least one of them is a false person. What is the dog's intentions towards the man? The dog's intentions towards the man in the Cancer reading. The dog's intentions towards the man in the Cancer reading. This is what's false about it. So this is someone who would appear to want to, you know, smooth things over, bring things into balance, avoid any sort of excess or chaos, and bring peace to the situation. But at the same time, there's still stuff going on behind your back. It's a man's intentions towards the dog. Man's intentions towards the dog. Anyway, this is why he's frazzled. He's just run out of patience with the whole thing. This has come through as a King of Swords. He's just run out of patience. This is something that is probably been, he's maybe retreated from this person. He's trying to heal from this situation, but he's not investing any more time and effort. He's certainly going off in this direction. He's looking for guidance elsewhere, but I think this has taken a knock to his confidence, but it's also made him pretty angry. Okay, interesting one, Cancer. So let's just take you some advice. If this reading resonates, let me know. I'd like to hear it in your comments. Please like and subscribe. Cancer advice. Yeah, be careful who you listen to. Cancer advice. Advice for Cancer for the weekend, 27th of July. I keep getting the ladies coming out a lot these days. Enjoy growth and reap your reward. So I really don't, I have got the Queen of Pentacles bang centre. So presumably that's her advice, but it doesn't have to be. Let's just see. What advice can you offer Cancer this week? Because again, it doesn't really, I don't think it's particularly helpful for the situation. Feel someone's like, I just don't know who to trust. They want to do something. They're impatient to change up their set of circumstances. They're looking at all sorts of options and they're utterly confused about what direction to go in. So for this person, please, Spirit, what advice would you offer? What advice can you offer? You have to get busy. Complacency in reverse here. This is, you need to take action. The discovery in reverse is oftentimes you're not actually seeing the full picture though. You already know that because that's the story. Who to trust? advice for Cancer man. Once again. Oh, for goodness sake. Whole deck's in reverse. It's not, but your cards are. To take action. But I don't think you know what action to take, but it's probably in terms of getting more information before you commit to anything, at least financially. I was just abundance in reverse for the advice. You haven't got all of it. I mean, I don't know if someone is thinking of just like, you know, moving on really swiftly from something. It maybe feels too overwhelming to deal with, but the advice all here is it's not time. Death card is in reverse as advice. So yeah, you feel stuck, but you have to remain... I think you've just got to give it more time here, Cancer, till stuff becomes a bit more obvious. Right, the Queen of Swords may be helpful. She could be the lady, the Ace of Wands. That can be like a new job, just a new passion. She might offer you really good, inspiring advice. She can also be a lawyer. She can be like a human rights activist. She's someone who is incredibly clear thinking and discerning, and she will give you good advice. And that may be the mermaid and the turtle here. Doesn't need to be an elder. It's just someone who's really clear-minded. Probably best that someone not connected with your story that you get advice from, so you make sure your advice is impartial. Justice. So there might be legal advice that you need to take here. So you've just not to release what you're currently dealing with, but in terms of making a decision, you need to be careful about who you trust and seek out someone who is unconnected with you, very clear thinking, and who can give you the guidance that you need in your situation. That is your reading, Cancer. I do hope it's helpful. Please look after yourselves, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.